Howdy, welcome to Life with Colonel Lee. Last minute camping trip here. It's like 80 degrees, it's supposed to get down to 60 tonight. Great sleeping weather. This is the kind of weather I've been waiting for to go camping. But we're losing light. We got like an hour, maybe just a little over an hour of daylight left, so I gotta find a place to set up camp. So I got a new tent today. It's an A-frame tent. It's a little kind of tall, so I got to make sure I got plenty of height here. These trees here. This might be a good spot right here. I think I like it. Kick some of these pine cones out of the way. So it is an inflatable tent. Sorry, I'm going to try to talk to you about some stuff while I'm setting things up, because it's we're getting low on light here. Alright. It's gonna do anything. Here's a tent. So this is a company out of Boca Raton, Florida, and they specialize in luxury canvas tents. So they actually make some tents that you could live in permanently. And some of those tents are like $60,000, $70,000. I'll put a link down in the description box below for this one, but you can explore all their other stuff and see what they got. It's pretty wild what they have. All right, let's get this tent over here set up. Comes with a little seam sealer and some patches and a brush. That's kind of cool. This tent also came with an air pad. I had no idea it was going to come with an air pad. I'll show you that here in a little bit. Just going to start pumping because it takes a lot of pumps for some reason. Now this tent does have some large tubes in here, so maybe that is the reason for it taking a while to get those tubes full of air. Well, damn, that wore me out. Good grief. It's like the last 20 pumps is actually doing something. We're going to stick this out, and then we're going to give a few more pumps to firm it up. So, I mean, it's not that big. This is rather perfect for solo camping and being able to be very comfortable. Stand up, you know, inside here. Have a cot, chair, little table. So all the windows have PVC and screen panels and a solid panel, except for the two skylights at the top. It's just PVC. It does have a solid panel to kind of block out where people can't see in, or you know, whatever. But the front door is just mesh and solid panel only. And it does have a stove jack. Pretty cool. So we'll be able to run our stove in the wintertime and keep this extra warm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this up a little bit so we can get some ventilation going on in there. So you can just do it just like that. Just like that. Little Velcro tabs up here to attach it. And the back window as well. So we're gonna roll that down, just like that. I really like having the PVC windows. So in the winter time, when we're running our wood stove or our diesel heater, we're going to be able to maintain our outside view and maintain our heat inside the tent. That is spectacularly awesome. Here's a look at the front door. So here's these solid panels that cover up the skylight. So there's 4 deals here that holds that up. That can also act as a projector screen, which I do have a projector, but I didn't bring it. So this is what it looks like without that. I'm going to take those off and then just kind of have it all open. But here it is. All right. Glad I brought the small cot. It might fit the other direction, but I kind of wanted to set it up like that. Nice free little air pad. Pretty cool. All right, we're gonna get our chairs set up. There is absolutely no breeze out here at all. So it is stuffy hot. That's not really hot, it's just I'm sweaty. All right, we got our big Agnes Big 6. Man, I can't remember the name of it. It's a high back, very sturdy chair. Very lightweight. Great chair. All right, so we're gonna go that. I think we do the top ones first, because they're kind of long. There. There. You know what? I'm dumb. The sponsor of tonight's video is by Conbola. So they make camping fans, and they gave me the option of some fans. I picked this one out. I'm gonna go get it right now and set up on a little table. That is gonna cool me off. What am I thinking? Let me go grab that real quick. Check this out. Somebody said it looks like the PlayStation 5. I don't know. I don't play video games, but I know this puts out some air. And we're gonna set this up right now. So I'm gonna do a separate video on this fan at some point. And let me just show you real quick. Has a night light, bright, dim, off. Has a timer on it. This also swivels, oscillates. And there's 3 fan speeds. And there's a direction of airflow up or down. And this battery is a big battery, and this thing lasts a long time. Oh my gosh. Angle that up a little bit more. Damn. I wish I remembered this a lot sooner. Yeah. I get in a hurry and a rush and I forget things, you know, and then making it harder on myself. With the wood burning stove in here, it would take up that whole area right there. It's compact. This is compact luxury for one person. I keep trying to, you know, come up with a term for this. Maybe that's just what it is. Compact glamping. And then controlling the air, compact comfortably roughing it, which is a series that I do, where we come out and glamp, and usually we cook a big dinner, or a nice dinner. I'm gonna go ahead and set up my footstool. I think I got enough room in here to sit in here and then stretch my feet across. And man, this is so cool. I really like this tent. I'm gonna let you on a little secret about this tent. It's made by TentSpaces. I'm gonna leave a link for TentSpaces for this, where you can find this tent and where you can browse around through their huge luxury canvas homes, I guess you call it. But if you want to buy this tent, I will save you 50%. 50% by giving you an alternate link. And it basically takes a $700 tent and cuts it down to $350, $360, somewhere in there. So if you're interested in this tent, listen, if you don't get anything out of this video and you're interested in this tent, pay attention to that, what I just said. So yeah, this is micro-glamping. What was I calling it a while ago? Micro luxury. Man, I kind of wish we had a breeze. I would like to have some natural air to come in through the tent, but tell you what, this fan is really doing the job just on level 1. So it has a digital readout, and after so many seconds that screen goes blank, so it saves battery and just saves that battery for your fan. That is good. They have a lot of flavors of these sparkling ice drinks. That one is my number one. Grape raspberry. Oh yeah, I'm cooling down fast now. Well, welcome to my last minute micro luxury glamping camping trip. I'll show you some more about this tent too, some of the features in here. I think I've kind of went over everything rather quickly, but these air columns in here, good grief, they've got to be 8 inches, I bet they're 8 inches. So it goes along the 2 outer edges, and then it A-frames up on both ends, front and back, and then there's a ridge column all the way across the top. And it's all connected, just one inflation and deflation valve. So yeah, these tubes do hold a lot of air. So roughly 6.5 pounds of PSI air pressure on most of your air tents. I'm glad I did not forget the sponsor of today's video, Conbola. Thank you very much for sending me that fan. Oh yeah, so this is what I wanted to talk to you about, specifically on air tents. So tents, inflatable tents, that's the word I'm looking for, inflatable tents. I'm really becoming a huge fan of inflatable tents. The first one I ever came across and bought, gosh, it was probably 4 or 5 years ago. And it's a company called Easy Camp. I think they're Denmark, somewhere over in that area. But it's a little 3-person. It's more like a 2-person. But it has like 2 separate loop tubes, and you inflate one and then you inflate the other, and then it's basically just like a tunnel tent. You got to stretch it out, stake it out, and guy it out. But it's a great, cool little tent, you know. I instantly became a fan of inflatable tents, and back then I was researching like crazy to try to find more inflatable tents, and there just wasn't any around at that time. They've just recently become pretty popular and more prevalent. More of these tent makers are starting to make and produce these. So now you got all kinds of inflatable tents. I don't know how many I own now. This is the newest one. I think in my last video I can't remember the name of it, but it was a black one. That was that's a huge tent, huge. And then I have a RBM Panda medium, and then I have that Easy Camp. It's called the Tornado 300. Oh, and I have an inflatable swag by Sanhema. That is a really cool swag. Well, I'll tell you what, this is very cozy. Very, very cozy. So I'm guessing I would probably not be able to do my footstool. Keeping this cot in here, I could get a low profile cot. It might save me a little bit of room because the walls do taper up into an A-frame. And I'm not really too worried about it because mainly I sleep on my side when I do go to sleep. So I'm not really concerned with my feet or my head hitting the tent. So back to my thought here. If I have my stove in here, it's going to come right to here. And then my chair could be over there. I don't think I'm going to have room for my stool. It'll be a tight fit, but man, it will be cozy. But man, it's going to get super hot in here because it's a smaller volume tent. I just had to put some twigs in it or something. Probably a couple of twigs would heat this sucker up for a while, I bet. Great attention to detail with this company. They definitely do not slack on quality of materials or attention to detail, workmanship. Very, very nice construction quality materials. The floor is a rubber PVC, very thick, and bathtub style floor, probably 4 to 6 inches there. Definitely ride out some storms in this thing. It's going to keep you dry. Has some really good tie out points, and this structure, these tubes are thick, and I don't think the wind is going to hinder these. I don't think this is going to get hindered too much in high winds, even though it's kind of tall. Do we have some visitors? I swear I hear something. Oh yeah. We have a visitor. This is an armadillo. Hello there, armadillo. Can you see him out there? There he is. There he goes. I was like, man, I hear something. So what's funny about this is, so there's a lot of pine needles and on the ground and leaves and things. So a small animal like that can really sound like somebody walking into your camp. That's it, man. What do you think about this A-frame inflatable tent? So I'm kind of curious, if you're watching this video, and I appreciate it, give me a thumbs up. I hope you're subscribed. What do you think about inflatable tents? Do you own an inflatable tent? You know, this is kind of one of my things. You know, I love to camp. I'm really into unique tents, unique shelters, and inflatable tents just create a whole line of uniqueness, right? Because of the shapes and things. I mean, a lot of what you're getting, the shapes and volume and sizes that you're getting with these tents, you just can't do it with poles and things like that. It's harder to do. You can just really get creative with these air columns, these tubes and things. How do you like inflatable tents? If you don't own one, you're interested in them. I mean, which ones do you like? Have you found any that are fairly unique that you had your eye on? I tell you what, some of them can get real expensive, very expensive. And then some of them, like my last video, I mean, that huge tent with all those features in it. I'll leave a link up here to that video. You can go check that out after you watch this one if you like. But $179 for that tent, for that huge tent with all those features. And it had a stove jack in it as well. I mean, I think it was 13 by 10. And the peak height, I think, was close to 8 foot tall, 7.5, 8 feet tall. Huge tent for $179. So we got some green ambient light here. This is my puck lights. So you can make them white, red, green, blue. My last video, I think I did blue, so I thought we'd do green. This time, I think I want to sign up for a while. I'll bring you back when I go to bed. Oh, I keep forgetting. I'm going to set up some camera traps, so stay tuned towards the end of the video. In the morning time, we'll check our camera traps and see if anything came to visit us. So I'm going to have 3 traps all together. One is kind of a wide angle, so it'll be kind of close to the camp. I'll probably set it on the tripod, maybe about 20 feet from the tent facing the front door here. And then the other 2, they're kind of a long range, and they're mainly for like big game. They don't really pick up small animals, but they'll pick up like deer or cows or people or something. But they're kind of a long range. I'm going to have to set them a little further away from camp. We already seen one critter come and visit us, a little armadillo. So it'll be interesting to see if we have anything else come to visit later tonight. Alright, we're going to sign up for now. I'm about ready for bed. It's almost 10 o'clock. It's cooled down quite a bit. I think I'm going to turn my fan on and put the timer on it, and it'll shut off here in a little bit. And then get all the windows closed up. Got the skylights open. Very comfy, cozy. This is a really cool tent. Having a great evening. Alright, I guess we'll see y'all in the morning. Well, we got some visitors again. It's starting to become a regular thing. Those old cows. They've been grazing around the area all night. I heard them last night. There's a pretty good sized herd of them here in the LBJ grasslands. Well, good morning. I slept great. I really slept good. I woke up a couple of times, just briefly turning over, but I was able to go back to sleep really quickly. Definitely one of the better night sleeps that I've had when I've been out camping. It was very comfortable, very cozy. This tent's very cozy. 57 degrees. Did you see that on the trail camera there? It shows the date and time and all that stuff. 57 degrees. Man, it feels great out here. And it didn't feel all that cold because there's no wind. Man, it was a great night. I had a great night. It was a great camp. It was fun setting up this tent and seeing. I had no idea if this cot was even going to fit or, how it was going to work. It's just in my mind, I thought this stuff would work in there, and it did. It was a little cramped for just being myself, but it wasn't too bad. So what was I calling it? Micro luxury camping. Well, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this 57-degree weather this morning. And hey, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. Give me a like. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. All right, y'all have a good one.